Most people think you need fancy funnels, video sales letters, webinars, automated sequences, and a 17-step nurture campaign to make real money. I collected over $2 million this year with a single page. No video, no webinar, no complicated funnel, just words on a page. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, break down the actual numbers, and give you the framework so you can do the same in your niche. So, somewhere along the way, we forgot that marketing is just communication. We got distracted by the tools, the software, the automation, the AI, the fancy graphics, and the countdown timers, and exit intent pop ups, and all that stuff. And we forgot the one thing that actually makes people buy words. In other words, copywriting. The right words in the right order, speaking to the right person about the right problem, and that's it. That's what a sales letter is. And it's been working since before the internet existed. Direct mail, newspaper ads, magazine inserts, the old school direct response guys figured this out decades ago. Claude Hopkins, David Ogilvy, Gary Halpert, Dan Kennedy. These guys made fortunes with nothing but a headline and page of copy. And here's what's crazy. In a world where everyone is doing video, everyone is doing webinars, everyone is doing the same overcomplicated stuff, a simple sales letter stands out. It reads different. And when it's done right, it converts like crazy. Let me show you the actual math because I don't want to just let me show you the actual math because I don't want you to just take my word for it. So my niche is in home services. These are local businesses that need leads. And here's what our funnel looks like. So here's the funnel, nothing fancy. We have some traffic driven to a sales letter, application, sales call, and then we get a client. That's pretty much all the high level steps. The cost for this particular offer in this niche, cost per acquisitions anywhere from $500 to $800. So this is call our average cost per acquiring a client or cost per acquisition 650. The revenue we did on the front end sales, something we would get upfront about $3,000 in this particular some monthly retainers, and we would get a setup fee. So that's all included. The first month's included and the setup fee with the 3,000. Lifetime value is about $8,200 with what we have. So if you just do the simple math here, spend 650, collect 3,000 upfront by day one, we're already profitable. $2,350. So day one ROI is 4.6. What this doesn't tell you is a sales cycle. For us, it's about a week to 2 weeks typically. Anything beyond that, I just always found the sale doesn't usually end up going through. Very rarely it does. The lifetime, so the lifetime value here. So again, we spend 650, we collect $8,200 over time. Lifetime profits over $7,550. That's a lifetime ROI of 12.6x. So what does that mean? For every dollar in, we get $12.60 that comes back over the lifetime value period of attaining and acquiring this client. So, roughly speaking, this year, I kind of rounded some of these. This isn't exact here, just for demonstration purposes. We actually ended up doing like I think 2.1, 2.2, but the ad spend here we spent was 200 to $250,000 of the ad budget. Gross revenue again 2 million. Gross profit 1.7. So from one sales letter, no via sale, no webinar, no fancy funnel. So why does it work? Here's what most marketers don't understand. A video sales letter requires someone to sit and watch. They have to have time, they have to have the sound on, they have to be in the right environment. A sales letter meets people where they are. They can skim it, they can read it on the toilet, they can come back to it, they can screenshot it and send it to their business partner, etc. And here's the biggest thing, a sales letter lets them go at their own pace. Some people need to read every word. Some people just scan the headlines and the subheads. Some people scroll straight to the price, and that's fine. A good sales letter works for all of them. Dan Kennedy said something that stuck with me. The best sales letter is one that would work even if you printed it out and mailed it. That's the test. If your copy only works with fancy design and video and animations, It's not good copy, it's just dressed up. Good copy works naked. So let me break down exactly how it structured my sales letters. This is in theory, this is what generated the $2 million. So, number one, it's the headline. I would say the headline is 80% of the work. If the headline doesn't stop them, then really nothing else matters. My formula is simple. It's specific result plus specific audience plus specific time frame, which is sometimes optional. For home services, for example, it could be something like how restoration contractors are getting 30 plus qualified leads per month without paying for shared leads. Notice what's happening there. I'm calling out the exact audience, I'm stating a specific result, and I'm addressing a pain point they all have, which is shared leads from those garbage lead gen platforms. So the headline should feel like I'm already reading their mind. Number two, the opening. The first paragraph needs to do one thing: make them keep reading. I like to open with a statement they already believe, something that gets them nodding. You're tired of fighting over leads with five other contractors. Yes, they are, and now they're hooked. I understand them. And number three, the problem. This is kind of where we twist the knife a little bit. Not to be mean, but because they need to feel the problem before they want the solution. So I talk about what it's like to buy shared leads, the tire kickers, the people who already got three quotes, the race to the bottom on price, the wasted time, the frustration. I write this like I'm writing in their own diary because I know these people. I've talked to hundreds of them. This is the secret. You have to know your audience so well that when they read your copy, they feel like you're inside their head. And number four, the solution. Now I introduce what we do, but I don't pitch yet. I explain the concept. Exclusive leads only goes to you, pre qualified, already interested, no competition. I'm selling the idea before I sell the service. And then number five, proof. This is where I stack credibility. Case studies, screenshots, results, testimonials, not just great service testimonials, but specific results. Like, for example, went from 8 jobs a month to 23 jobs a month in 90 days. So I have numbers, specifics, proof that this actually works. And number six, the offer. Now I tell them what they get, I make it tangible. Exclusive leads in your area only sent to you, pre qualified homeowners, real time delivery, performance guarantee. I stack value here in everything that they get. And finally, number seven, the call to action. Make it simple and clear. Apply now, fill out this form, book a call. One action, not three options, just one. And then number eight, urgency and scarcity. It's got to be real. I only use it if it's true. So limited territories, limited capacity. We only take X clients per market. If it's real, use it. If it's fake, skip it. People can smell BS. Here's what makes my copy work better than most. I know my audience better than they know themselves. I've been in this niche for years. I've talked to hundreds of restoration contractors and home service providers. I know their fears, their frustrations, their dreams, their daily problems. I know they hate shared leads. I know they're tired of the race to the bottom. I know they want consistent work without the feast or famine cycle. I know they're skeptical because they've been burned by marketing companies before. I know they just want the phone to ring with real jobs. When you know this, the copy writes itself. You're not trying to convince them, you're just describing their reality back to them and then showing them a way out. Gary Halper called it entering the conversation already happening in their head. And that's it. That's the whole game. So, old school versus new school. Here's my take. The new school stuff works. Funnels work, VSLs, of course, work. Webinars work. Everything really works. But they're also what everyone else is doing. When you go old school, let's say a simple sales letter, no video, just copy, you stand out. It's counterintuitive. Less feels like more because it's different, because it's focused, because it respects their time. And here's the other thing: writing a good sales letter forces you to get clear. You can't hide behind fancy editing, you can't distract with B roll. You have to say something compelling with just words. That clarity translates to everything else. Your ads get better, your emails get better, your sales calls get better because you've done the hard work of figuring out exactly what to say. If you want to write a sales letter for your business, here's where to start. Step number one, know your audience deeply, interview them, survey them, read their reviews, join their Facebook groups, understand their world. Step number two, identify the one big problem you solve, not five problems, one. The one that keeps them up at night. Step number three, write the headline first. Spend more time here than anywhere else. Test different angles, specific results, specific audience, specific mechanism. And then step number four, write like you talk. Read it out loud. If it sounds stiff, rewrite it. If you want it to feel like a conversation, you want it to feel like a conversation, not a brochure. Number five, make it scannable. Short paragraphs, subheads every few sections, bold keep people skim before they read. And step six, end with one clear action. Don't confuse them. One CTA, one next step. So here's the bottom line. I collected $2 million this year from a single page of copy, spent around 200 to 250K on ads, kept 1.75 million. No fancy funnel, no video sales letter, no complex automation, just a headline, a sales letter, and an application form. The old school way. Because at the end of the day, marketing is just communication. And the best communication is clear, direct, and speaks to what people actually want. You don't need more tools. You don't need more complexity. You need better words. Learn to write copy. Learn direct response. Study the masters. Then write your page and let it work for you. So if you want to see the actual sales letter, I'll walk you through on the next screen here. A good sales letter is the highest leverage thing you can create in your business. Write one, it might change everything. Thank you very much.